guys, my name is Marta, welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to be talking about 10 minutes 38 seconds in this day's word by Elif Shafak. This is a piece of Turkish fiction by the Turkish author Elif Shafak, and it was shortlisted for the Booker Prize in 2019. It is a very popular book that is mostly known for how it uses time. If you don't know what this is about, it's a book about a woman who has just died, and it is divided in three parts. The first part is the longest one, and in it we follow this woman's 10 last minutes thinking after she just died. It's a book that, as you can guess, stretches time and plays with it in a very unique way. And in this first part, we follow her thoughts and her memories that she is remembering right before her brain completely shuts off. In this first part, we really get to see the way she grew up and the way she ended up becoming the woman she became, how she had to fight against her family's prejudices and what her family wanted for her, and how she in a way struggled to be herself in the environment she grew up in. Then we have a second part in which we follow her friends, and in the second part her friends are trying to recover her body because she's been buried in this cemetery when lots of people who aren't supposed to be important get buried, and her friends go there and try to recover her body and give her a proper burial. This second part focuses a lot of friendship and on how these characters that can come from very different environments that our main character was a part of during her life get together and form this group of very people who are very different but who have one same purpose, which is to give our protagonist a proper burial and a proper goodbye. And last we have a last part which is titled The Soul, and in which we get to see how our main protagonist Leila says goodbye to the world. As this very brief and maybe a bit fast summary has shown, it's a book that is very unique and that plays with multiple forms. It's also a book that touches upon a lot of themes. The first part is more cultural and it's more about a society's way of thinking and how it clashes with the newest generations, such as Leila, who doesn't really want to follow the path that he has been assigned. This first part we also get to see a picture of how this family, who is by the way pretty old-fashioned in their way of living, is structured and the injustices that take place inside it. Also in this first part we get to see how Leila meets her friends and how these friendships help her survive and become the woman she becomes. The second part, as I just said, focuses more on friendship, and friendship is a theme that stretches through the novel, and friendship being as another family in a way is something that is very stressed in the book. The friends Leila makes appreciate and love her more than her family members and accept her the way she is without trying to force her to become someone she's not. Her friends are also misfits in a way, such as Leila. None of them feels like they belong in the place they've been assigned, and in a way they are all running away from the environment they have been forced to belong to. One of the most interesting things about the book, besides all of those themes and besides the cultural knowledge you get to learn about in the first part, are the characters and how they are crafted. Each character is unique in their own way, and even though the book focuses a lot on Leila and in the first part you really get to know her more than any of the other characters, each of the other people that come across in her life and that later on become her friends and want to save her body all have their own stories and their own past that is in a way summarized in some chapters, and that really makes you understand who they are and why they act the way they act. Overall, a thing that I really like about this book was how, despite being serious and touching upon themes like death, it was also a bit humorous. Each of the characters has their own name. For instance, our main character is Tequila Leila, and those silly names that they have and that in a way make them someone different that they were supposed to be are very unique and funny in a way, and show in a very funny and fun way that one can become whatever they want. It's also a book that has its funny lines, especially during the second part. I think it was when their friends all get together, because you get to see how their personalities somehow clash a little bit. Also, before I finish, I have to talk about how this book plays with time, because it's the most interesting thing about it. I really like to see the exploration the author does, how the author shows us all of our protagonist's life in what is supposed to happen in a space of 10 minutes in real time. It's really interesting to see how someone right before they die wants to remember the moments that shape her as a person, and as he stressed in some points, the mind works in its own unique way and makes jumps from one time period to another, and I don't know, I really like that. It was very unique. It was my first time reading a book that plays with time in this way. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I am very excited to read more from Elif Shafak in the future. Maybe I will read The Island of Missing Trees because it's been nominated for the Women Prize for Fiction, but I don't know yet. Still, I really enjoyed this novel. I really recommend it. I think it's a book that you can learn a lot from. You can learn a lot about Turkish culture, about friendship, and about the importance of being oneself no matter what you have to face. Because Layla's life, as you get to learn at the very beginning, was not easy. He struggled a lot in order to defy what her parents wanted for her, but it was still beautiful. I really liked how her friends became her family. I really liked how Turkish culture and all its myths were involved in her life while she was growing up. And I don't know, I read it while I was in the middle of my exams, and it was my escape from the stress. Tell me down below in the comments if you've read it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and want to see more from me. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and I hope you did this amazing, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!